Let's talk vinyl.
Indie rocker Mike Fox is cracking open his record collection, one album at a time. If you're listening on a regular podcast app, you'll get the vinyl talk, but if you want the full experience, music and all, smash that link in the show description and tune in on Mixcloud. Here's your host, Mike Fox.
Greetings, vinyl enthusiasts. Do you want more? Well, hold on to your records. And welcome back to Let's Talk Vinyl. I'm your host, Mike Fox. If you're tuning in via Mixcloud, then you just heard that emotionally charged opening title track to Billy Idol's latest record. That's right, Dream Into It. If you're listening via podcast app, guess what? You didn't, but don't worry. If you're not listening on Mixcloud, guess what? You had to dream into it, but that dream will definitely become a reality if you click on that link in the show description, where you'll find the talk and the vinyl there too. Now trust me, the music sounds so much better here than on Spotify. As on Let's Talk Vinyl, you get uncompressed vinyl audio. Now that title track, Dream Into It, is a standout track. It's a perfect blend of anthemic energy and introspective meditation. Idol's voice is raw, yet very seasoned, and the lyrics suggest a sense of peace with both the chaos and calm of his legacy. I must confess, this latest album from Idol has some post-punk revival elements, along with its use of synthwave textures. However, the lyrics sung by Idol are poignant to the core. They're almost to the point of being a bit tear-jerking because he delves even deeper into his past than he did on his very confessional 2014 LP, Kings and Queens of the Underground. Now, I was pleased that he reworked a lesser-known track that was off of one of his greatest hits album in the mid-early 2000s called John Wayne, but this time he duets with Alison Mosshart, who is from the group called The Kills. Now, this album version of 77 on this record only features Idol's vocals alone, but the single version features Avril Lavigne. So there's a few duets on this album, and Idol has said he's not much of a duets type of guy, but he does 3 of them on this album. It's breathtaking hearing longtime guitarist for Idol Steve Stevens blazing through with such elegance and fire, giving the album its grit and soul. Now, as I was just mentioning about duets, Joan Jett also shows up on a song called Wild Side, which I will play for those of you listening on Mixcloud. On side 2, track 1, Wild Side, featuring the legendary Joan Jett. So cool hearing Joan Jett's unmistakable raspy growl trading verses with Billy's punk snarl for a song about life on the fringe, reckless love, and street survival. It really captures that classic Idol Jett attitude, but sounds modern and heavy, like a 2025 update of their 80s energy. Now, Jett and Idol, they go way back to the 70s, during Billy Idol's days with Generation X. Billy Idol said, begin quote, "I had songs I never quite finished, songs that haunted me," end quote. Idol also said, begin quote, "This album was about dreaming into them, giving them new life," end quote. After releasing 2 strong EPs, The Roadside in 2021 and The Cage in 2022, Billy Idol began working on a full-length album that would blend personal reflection with his signature rock and roll energy. And that, my friends, that, my vinyl enthusiasts, he does. He really does. I really love how the album is divided into 2 parts. On part 1, it says, Dying to Live. Dying to Live. And part 2, which the song that you just heard if you were listening via Mixcloud, Wild Side, is I'm Reborn. I'm Reborn. Dying to Live, part 1, part 2, I'm Reborn. You see, this is what it's all about. This is how you really get into it. Oh gosh, this is why I love vinyl. So as for the studios, it was mostly recorded in Los Angeles and London. Producers Butch Walker, who also produced Green Day, Fall Out Boy, brought some modern rock polish to the album. And it was inspired by his recovery from health scares, ongoing live performances with Steve Stevens, and a desire to revisit and reimagine old demos and unreleased songs from the 90s and early 2000s. All in all, the sounds from this album echo several different phases of Idol's career, from his hard-edged late 70s Generation X grit and romantic post-punk synthwave of the Rebel Yell era, but this time with more mature lyrics. The first half of the record is about his past, as I said, dying to live, but the second half he sings about his life today. I'm reborn. So he really is reborn, and he survived a couple health scares. Idol actually said this, begin quote, "It's about waking dreams, buried guilt, redemption, rage, and riding with it, not against it," end quote. I'll close this episode with the closing track and lead single off this really rockin' album, Dream Into It. A super awesome rocking song that I often wonder, is it a sequel to Dancing with Myself? A song called Still Dancing, because that's how you say it in British, dancing. Until next time, feed that inner soul with that high fidelity sound that it craves. I'll catch you on the B-side. This has been Let's Talk Vinyl. I'm your host, Mike Fox.
If you want the full experience, music and all, go ahead and smash that link in the show description and tune in on Mixcloud, where you'll hear 3 uncompressed tracks straight from the record for free, baby. That's right, free on Mixcloud.